Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister Wives, Christine refuses to join Janelle and Mary in final swipe at Kody. Kody Brown's hair is washed out by Mary Brown in Sister Wives. This season on Sister Wives, Mary and Janelle Brown got together for a chat out on Coyote Pass. The topic was Kody Brown and Robyn Brown, and that's when Mary Brown brought up the last step she took to sever ties with Kody. Mary told Janelle that she went there to find a spiritual way to get over Kody's broken marriage. And Mary explained why she felt she had to do it. The initial first wife did not require the release at this time and could remarry if she so desired. But as she told Janelle, Mary did it for her own sake and well-being. Janelle appeared to be sparked by Mary's talk about a spiritual release. The second wife of the Sister Wives brood seemed very interested in getting a spiritual release from Kody after hearing what Mary had to say. Mary, who had already been there and done that, offered to go with her in order to provide support. Not easy for Janelle Brown or Mary? Mary Brown made a significant decision by doing this because asking the church for a spiritual release does not guarantee that you will receive one. So, Mary went into it with hopes for the best, and thankfully, it worked. She got rid of the spiritual marriage tie with her ex-Sister Wives husband. And now Janelle also looks at severing that last tie between her and Kody Brown. If you didn't know this, in the LDS Church, after you marry, you get sealed in a special ceremony that guarantees you'll be together in the afterlife for all eternity. And in their offshoot LDS sect, even if you divorce your spouse, legally or spiritually, even if you remarry, even if you despise them, they'll be your partner in the afterlife if you don't get that seal released. So, it's a big deal to them culturally. So, Mary got hers, Janelle plans to get one, and now we wonder about Christine Brown. She is now married to David Woolley and has been sealed to Kody. Sister Wives, Kody's bad reputation if Janelle goes through with this, that leaves Christine and Robyn as the only wives who are still spiritually married to Kody. Despite Mary's assertion that this was not retaliation, Kody's church reputation was tarnished by her release. Additionally, Kody was enraged by this, which may be beneficial to the wives who felt that Kody was pushing them aside. On the grounds of abandonment, the Apostolic United Brethren Church granted Mary the spiritual release from Kody. Because it enraged the patriarch of the Sister Wives, some fans believe Mary knew exactly where to poke Kody. Now Mary insists she didn't intend for Kody to take it like that. However, fans believe that Mary's years of being rejected by Kody are karma. Despite his 3 wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, all walking out on him over the last 4 years, Kody still prides himself on being a good husband. But his ego's about to take another hit if Janelle follows through on getting her release. Christine Brown tagging along through eternity? So, what about Christine, who was the first of the spouses of the Sister Wives to leave Kody and defect? Christine Woolley made a very clear statement regarding a spiritual release in a recent episode. Christine's take on this is: she no longer goes to this church, she no longer follows their doctrine, so she doesn't see the need for a spiritual release and is living happily with her new husband, David Woolley. Out of all Kody's wives, you might think Christine would be the first Sister Wives spouse to request that release. Christine's upbringing in the Brethren Church as royalty is frequently mentioned by Kody. This is because her ancestors were present at the beginning of everything. Within the fundamentalist AUB, an offshoot of the Mormon Church, Christine, like the rest of her family, enjoys high regard. Christine's grandfather founded the UAB. So, Kody is correct about everything. Christine's upbringing was influenced by her father's prominence in the UAB. David Woolley must be aware of Kody's ties to Christine in the afterlife, according to Sister Wives. We've never seen David Woolley show any concern about the UAB or Christine being sealed to Kody for all eternity. And we've never seen him concerned about her getting a release. Christine probably won't be with David in the afterlife if you're a true UAB believer. Can you imagine how awful it would be for her? As far as the church rules go, she is sealed to Kody and Robyn through eternity. As a result, the eternal basement wife would forever be dragged behind Kody and Robyn. David has never been a fan of plural marriage, but his sisters were polygamous. So, no doubt, even before he met Christine, David was aware of their beliefs about marriage and the afterlife. However, his perspective on this spiritual release is likely comparable to Christine's. Now back to Kody's ex-sister-wife spouses and them cutting ties in the here and now and the hereafter. We all know that Janelle and Christine are best friends, so if Janelle asks for a release, Christine might reconsider, and she might also request one. Kody's fury offers bonus? The sister-wives' patriarch's fury over the church labeling him an abandoning husband might actually entice Christine to consider it. She and David sometimes take jabs at Kody, like when they slammed Kody over his cruelty about Christine eating nachos when he thought she was too heavy. David and Christine also got together for a Skittles and beer diss to Kody. Since David and Christine started dating, we've seen them take some shots at Kody. And can you blame Christine? She also made it clear that David thinks Kody is a dumbass. So, she has no problem hanging out with her hubby David and bashing Kody. But Sister Wives fans seem to be rooting for all three ex-wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, to get releases from the church and leave Kody behind in every possible way. This is not only a slap at him but also at Robyn. As of now, Kody said he doesn't want to live plural marriage again, but Robyn does. If Robyn and Kody decide to look for new sister wives in the future, it wouldn't look good if Kody received 3 abandonment releases. After a significant setback in the Coyote Pass drama and a major setback in North Carolina, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown finally marks an exciting milestone. Janelle Brown of Sister Wives recently celebrated a significant life achievement by showing her family her affection. In 1993, she became Kody Brown's second wife and joined the Brown family. The pandemic deteriorated the couple's relationship, despite the fact that they had been married for nearly 30 years and had 6 children together. When Kody persuaded her to expel their sons, the Sister Wives season 17 star hit a breaking point. After she declined his demand, their relationship soured. She eventually made the decision to end her spiritual marriage to Kody and relocated to North Carolina from Flagstaff. The Sister Wives actress recently celebrated an incredible life event, her birthday. Michelle Petty, who is married to Logan Brown, Janelle's daughter-in-law, sent her a sincere message. "Happy birthday at Janelle Brown 117, read the message. I truly hit the mother-in-law lottery." Michelle said that she enjoys talking to Janelle about things like aliens, eclipses, fun restaurants, and new travel destinations. She admired Janelle's enthusiasm for life, describing it as contagious, and appreciated how involved she is in her children's lives. Michelle ended her message by saying that she was excited about the new year and the adventures it might bring. "I feel like I lucked out too, love you," Janelle said in response to the love. What Janelle and Michelle's touching birthday messages mean despite the fact that Janelle is extremely content to reside in North Carolina close to her daughter Madison Brush, she has recently encountered some difficulties adjusting to her new life. Michelle may have wanted to make her mother-in-law feel special because she could tell that Janelle was stressed and uncomfortable in her new surroundings. She wrote a heartfelt message expressing her love for Janelle. She wanted to reassure the Sister Wives cast member that she wasn't alone after her marriage to Kody had ended. Their messages showed that Janelle has a loving family who always supports each other. Janelle recently went through some major changes, from moving to North Carolina to starting her new business, Tata Farms. During this period of transition, she needs all the support she can get. Michelle's message encouraged Janelle to move forward in the next chapter of her life with confidence, knowing that she had support. This message could also be interpreted as a jab at Kody, who lacks strong relationships with his adult children. Kody, who only seemed interested in being there for Robyn's children, may have been mocked when Michelle praised Janelle for being involved in the lives of her adult children. Our take on Janelle celebrating her birthday amid recent headaches. Janelle's optimistic outlook has helped her overcome challenges and celebrate her 55th birthday with enthusiasm. Despite facing setbacks, she remains full of life and is showing resilience in the face of turmoil. Janelle wants her fans to see that she is moving forward in her life with the intention of finding peace and embracing new experiences. By marking this latest milestone, she is showing her followers that she has grown from her past struggles and is committed to living life to the fullest. The Sister Wives actress is thankful for her children's and their spouses' unwavering support. Sister Wives Kody Brown recalls son Garrison's tragic death. Kody Brown is going through what no parent should have, dealing with the loss of a child. The Browns' grief after learning that Garrison Brown had committed suicide was captured on camera in the most recent Sister Wives episode. Now, the 18-year-old father is trying to figure out how to get through the rest of his life without one of his children. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, desired more time with her son Garrison Brown. Kody is realizing that neither time nor circumstances are fixed. Fans are aware that he and his son had been at odds over his stringent COVID-19 regulations. However, on the most recent episode of Sister Wives, he expresses regret for his stubbornness. For Kody, grief comes in waves. It simply wasn't meant to be this way. Do you comprehend what I mean? It's just heartbreaking. I didn't get a chance to really just make things right, just not being able to say goodbye, the 56-year-old lamented as he sat by a campfire, an element Garyon adored. Kody, like the rest of the family, is really struggling with their son's suicide. Additionally, the polygamous patriarch is attempting to move on with his life. Kody told Robyn Brown, "It's like I've got to do something different because I could have had more time with him, and I thought there would be more time. Everybody thinks they've got more time." Kody began to break down, and fans of Sister Wives were there to watch. He asked, "How am I going to do this? How do I do the rest of my life with every holiday and every birthday?" The family is now preparing to bring Garrison's ashes to Wyoming to be buried. The episode next week will be just as raw and heartbreaking. The Browns will now get their chance to lay their sweet boy to rest. When TLC's Sister Wives first premiered in 2010, the show promised to explore the dynamics of a large plural family committed to their religious values and to each other. But 15 seasons later, what remains is a fractured family, a humbled patriarch, and a group of empowered women stepping into their new lives. One of the most symbolic gestures these women have taken to sever their ties with Kody Brown has been through a spiritual release, a declaration to their church that their eternal bonds to Kody are no longer valid. Mary Brown initiated the spiritual break, followed by Janelle showing interest. But Christine Brown, now married to David Woolley, has taken a different route. She refuses to participate in this final symbolic strike, and her reasoning is as bold as it is revealing. This essay will explore why Christine refuses to seek a spiritual release from Kody, how Mary and Janelle's decision marks a significant step in their healing journeys, what the implications are for the church and the Brown family dynamics, and what Christine's decision says about her evolution. In the end, the fractured Sister Wives family isn't just navigating divorce in the temporal world, they're also rewriting what eternity looks like. Mary and Janelle Brown, the symbolism of the spiritual release. Mary and Janelle, once united in faith and family under the Apostolic United Brethren, AUB, sect of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, FLDS, found themselves sitting atop Coyote Pass land and facing the final emotional hurdles of their past marriages. In a recent episode of Sister Wives, Mary shared that she had formally requested and received a spiritual release from Kody. This step wasn't necessary to remarry or even to start dating, it was, as she said, for her own peace of mind. To outsiders unfamiliar with the nuances of the AUB faith, this may seem minor. But it's not. In the belief system Mary, Janelle, and Christine were raised in, being sealed in a celestial marriage meant eternal companionship, even after death. A legal divorce in the eyes of the state meant nothing without the church's blessing to dissolve the spiritual union. So, when Mary took the step to break those eternal ties, it wasn't just paperwork. It was a ritualistic rejection of her former life, her spiritual connection to Kody, and everything the polygamist union once represented to her. Janelle, who has always been less emotional than Mary, nonetheless seemed visibly moved by Mary's decision. Mary's strength sparked something in Janelle. While she has not yet gone through with the release, she made it clear that she's considering it. If she proceeds, this will leave Christine and Robyn as the only spiritually bonded wives left. But Christine doesn't seem to care, and therein lies the contrast. Christine Brown's defiance, "That church no longer has power over me." Christine Brown's exit from the Brown family was messy, emotional, and, in many ways, revolutionary. She left first, when others were still holding on to hope. She broke the mold by leaving both the marriage and the faith. In a previous Sister Wives episode, Christine made her views about spiritual release clear. She no longer adheres to the beliefs of the AUB Church, therefore she doesn't believe she needs the Church's permission to sever her eternal bond with Kody. To Christine, Kody is no longer part of her past, present,